India gave a forceful reply to a statement from the Organization of Islamic States, or OIC, on the anniversary of the abrogation of Articles 370 and 35A of the Indian Constitution. The OIC General Secretariat said that they are expressing their solidarity with the Kashmiri people.
August 5, 2022, marks the third anniversary of the illegal and unilateral actions taken in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, which were followed by additional unlawful measures, including illegal demographic changes. Such illegal actions can neither alter the disputed status of Jammu and Kashmir nor prejudice the legitimate right to self-determination of the Kashmiri people.
The official spokesperson of the External Affairs Minister did not mince words.
The statement issued by the General Secretariat of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC, on Jammu and Kashmir today reeks of bigotry. The Union territory of Jammu and Kashmir is, and will, remain an integral and inalienable part of India. As a result of long-awaited changes 3 years ago, it today reaps the benefits of socio-economic growth and development. The OIC General Secretariat, however, continues to issue statements on Jammu and Kashmir at the behest of a serial violator of human rights and notorious promoter of cross-border, regional, and international terrorism. Such statements only expose the OIC as an organization devoted to a communal agenda being pursued through terrorism.
Articles 370 and 35A of the Indian Constitution were temporary provisions that provided special status to Jammu and Kashmir, keeping it isolated from the rest of India. In 2022, the Indian government abolished those temporary provisions to bring the full benefit of Indian laws and development to the region and its people.
After accepting statements from relevant authorities that trees were not being cut but only trimmed, the Supreme Court of India refused to stop the construction of a shed for the Mumbai Metro. A 3-judge bench heard a batch of petitions filed by activists accusing the Mumbai Metro Rail Corporation Limited, or MMRC, of cutting down trees to build the shed. A political turf war between the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Congress Party with its allies saw this project start and stopped a few times. Earlier governments wanted to repurpose 30 hectares allocated to the RA Milk Colony to house the depot for the metro. In 2019, a court order divided the space to use 5 hectares for a green patch and the remaining space for the depot. It also stipulated that MMRC should not cut the trees in the 25 hectares. In its submission, MMRC said it only cleared weeds and trimmed down trees to allow wagon movement. They also accused the activists of providing pictures from different locations to allege that it was cutting down trees in this space. India is the only country with a constitution that grants animals and trees the right to life.
77 years ago, on 6 August 1945, the United States of America dropped the first nuclear bomb on Hiroshima, killing at least 140,000 people and injuring 70,000. Although Hiroshima had a military garrison of 40,000 soldiers, most of those who died were civilians. When Germany surrendered to Russian troops on 8 May 1945, the focus shifted to the Pacific Theater. The Western Allies were planning a costly invasion of the Japanese mainland. They launched a conventional firebombing campaign that devastated 64 cities to soften resistance. When the Japanese Imperial Army spurned the demand for an unconditional surrender, the USA dropped Little Boy, an enriched uranium gun-type fission weapon. For months afterwards, many people died from burns, radiation sickness, and injuries compounded by illness and malnutrition. On 6 August 2022, Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida and United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres attended a solemn function at Hiroshima, paying tribute to the victims. Although uninvited, Russian ambassador to Japan, Mikhail Galyuzin, also attended and laid a wreath at the memorial. In his speech, Kishida implored humanity to never repeat the tragedy of using nuclear weapons. All those who attended observed a minute of silence praying for the victims.
If you like this content, please press the like button and share it with your family and friends. Please consider subscribing to this channel. It is free. Press the bell icon to receive notifications about new content.